Hey everyone, and welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul, and today we have a special guest here in the studio. This is Travis First from Sony. How's it going, Travis?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, and thanks for bringing these new Sony Ultrabooks. We have the Sony VAIO Pro. We've got an 11-inch version over there, 13-inch version right here, and Travis has lots of information because these are entirely new designed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're really excited about this. World's lightest laptops within their respective category.
Nice.
We have the Pro 13 and the Pro 11. Pro 13 is the world's lightest 13.3-inch touch Ultrabook.
Excellent. So what weight are we talking about here?
So we're looking at 1.92 pounds on the 11-inch
Nice.
and only 2.3 pounds on the 13-inch.
2.3, and that includes the full touchscreen. This is a 10-point touch?
That is correct, yep.
Excellent. Apart from being world's lightest, since we just mentioned the panel, what kind of panel are we talking about here?
So we're using Sony, kind of the power of Sony brought into the VAIO Pro series. We're using triluminous display for mobile.
Okay.
So we've worked directly with our TV group. It's an IPS panel, so you get very wide viewing angles, great color, has a wider color gamut than our older screens, and just exceptional overall picture quality.
Excellent, and I can tell you guys from looking at it from right here, even though I'm like at a really harsh angle right here, I can still read the text, I can still see the colors. Very excellent, beautiful displays right there. Now you mentioned the power of Sony. Sony, as you guys are probably aware, you guys do a lot of different products, a lot of different product categories. So from the display, you're sort of taking some of the technology, some of the design that's come from your team that makes large screen TVs and that sort of thing. What other elements have you guys integrated from that? Camera, perhaps?
Sure, definitely. So we have a great quality Exmor R camera sensor technology that we worked with on the camera group.
Okay.
That brings great low light images when you're video chatting and doing Skype and other programs as well.
And that's for the integrated camera, which is right here at the top of the screen. And how about audio quality?
Audio quality is phenomenal for such a thin and light computer. We're using Clear Audio Plus technology that will help amplify the sound quality without distorting the speakers.
Very nice. Where are the speakers actually located on this one?
So the speakers are actually located right here. They will bounce off the screen, so when you're leaning over and typing, you get the sound right where you need it.
Excellent. They're tucked away very nicely there. Now we were talking a little bit earlier, and you're mentioning about the sort of design philosophy that Sony brings to the table when you're talking about Ultrabook design or something like this. So if we're taking a look at the 13-inch example right here, for example, I noticed you got the VAIO logo on both sides, but you have a very clean design overall. You got a little bit of sort of some angular design elements along here, but there's not really a whole lot of, I would say, bling extra features, something like that. There's not a lot of stickers. There's not a lot of stuff going on like that. Is that by design, or are you going for a minimalist feel?
Yeah, it's very much a business executive notebook.
Okay.
This is a notebook you'd want to carry in your business presentations, and you know, if you're going to a big conference. Very professional style to it, very clean. No matter whether you're holding it from the top or the bottom, you know, no stickers, as well as the VAIO logo top and bottom. So. And
of course, you also have some rubber down here at the bottom to keep it sturdy and stable on whatever surface you have it set on. What about the actual material that it's made out of?
Great question. So, you know, how do we get world's lightest? So we're using a high-quality carbon fiber top to bottom.
Okay.
Carbon fiber, as you guys know, is very durable. It's used in military aircraft, Formula One race cars, and other items. So there's a lot of advantages of having carbon fiber in a notebook. We also have a brushed aluminum palm rest on the unit, which is very comfortable for typing.
I also noticed when you actually open up the Ultrabook here from the side, it actually sort of rests here on the bottom of the screen. That's also intentional?
That is. So the idea behind it is there's a couple advantages. One, when you open it up, not only does it prop the system up a little bit to give you a very nice, comfortable typing experience, but it also sturdies the touchscreen a little bit. So on traditional clamshells, you have a lot of issues generally with the screen moving around when you're using the touchscreen. But with the design, that helps strengthen it when you open it up.
All right, so it'll keep it a bit more stable if you're using gestures or taking advantage of the 10-point touch there. And Windows 8, of course, we should also mention these are shipping with Windows 8, which has a full touch experience. Apart from design elements externally, we wanted to talk about the touchpad a little bit. You guys have gotten some good feedback on the touchpad?
We have, yeah. A gorgeous, nice, comfortable touchpad. It supports all the Windows 8 gestures as well.
All right, so all of these design elements are coming together to give you what is still an incredibly thin and light, as you mentioned, world's lightest laptop, and you guys can probably see from right there, extremely thin. And it's like you can barely feel it when you're holding it up like this. But let's talk about specs and performance a little bit. How much actual performance have you guys been able to fit within the VAIO Pro, given that you're still maintaining this extremely lightweight design?
That's a great question, and as you know, Sony, we've done it thin and light for a long time. Ever since our X505 series back in the day, we had our X series. The Z series was very well known for not only thin but great performance, and we've continued this into the VAIO Pro series, a lot of the same similar features and so forth. So the great thing about VAIO Pro is we're using the new 4th generation Intel CPUs.
Okay.
Starts at an Intel Core i5, but will go all the way up to an Intel Core i7. So not only great performance, but great battery life as well. On both the units, we're getting up to about 6.5 to 7 hours of battery life on the normal battery.
Very impressive. And if you're buying this as a business professional, that's probably what you're going to be looking for, is a sort of a nice sweet spot there between the amount of performance you can get, especially if you're doing some more heavy lifting computing tasks, but also having that battery life available too. So 6-7 hours, that's continuous use?
Yep. But the great thing about it is, let's say you're stuck on an airplane out to Europe or Japan, or maybe you need all-day mobility, a little bit more than the 7 hours, we have a sheet battery accessory option. Now the great thing about the sheet battery, it will actually double your battery life. So you're looking at up to as much as 14 hours of battery life out of the VAIO Pro with the sheet battery. And it has, it's hot swappable, so at any time you're using it, you just simply attach it to the bottom, it clips in here and then attaches, and then you can easily remove it as you need it. So long battery life. Now it also has a quick charge feature on both the internal battery and the sheet battery.
Okay.
So let's say you're traveling, you're stuck in the airport, and maybe you've only got a few minutes on layover. About 10 minutes of charging time will equal up to an hour of battery life.
Wow.
So great charging time.
So very handy if you got a quick plug-in at an airport, 10-minute charge. That'll give you a lot of extra life, a lot of extra use for your laptop, especially if you're running low on the battery. And then of course, just grab one of these, maybe toss a few of these. These are also extremely light. Snaps onto the back. Now, if you have this connected and you want to charge them both, is it going to charge them both at the same time, or does it sort of do one then the other?
So we have intelligent charging. Okay. So once again, if you're stuck in a situation where you have limited time, the computer knows to maximize the internal battery first, charge that up to 80%, then it will switch over and charge the sheet battery up, and then finish the remaining internal battery. That way you maximize the best of both.
Excellent. So intelligent charging available as well. And also, if we don't mind, I want to snap this on really quick just to sort of give folks the idea of what it looks like. You just have a little plastic tab right here that you pop off, unless you have short fingernails like me. There we go. And I'm not going to do the full lock-in on this, but just drops in like so. And then it actually also gives you a bit of lift on the notebook, which I kind of like. So when you open it up again, you have sort of that nice angle there. And even with the battery, the additional battery pack on, how much additional life does this battery give?
So with the battery, up to 14 hours.
Up to 14 hours total. And even with that, it still maintains an extremely thin profile, and especially, again, like you said, if you're on the go, if you're taking this on a plane flight or something like that, 14 hours over to Japan or something like that, well, you can be working the whole time. Now, a couple more features of the VAIO Pro that Travis was showing me as we were getting set up for this that I really wanted to point out. One is the quick wake. So we're talking like, here's the example I always give. You pull your cell phone out of your pocket, you hit the button, it's on. That's the type of functionality that people are often looking for in a portable computer, and it's often not quite there. If I may demonstrate really quick, this resumes from sleep about that fast.
Yep.
That is really fast.
Yep, so we're using Sony's Rapid Wake technology that can be found on almost all of our new summer products, which allows you to resume in under 2 seconds depending on the system. So very quick resume. As you can see on the Pro, it's about a second.
I think that was closer to a second, I would say. So extremely fast if you've put your computer to sleep or close it up really quick. Open it up, it's ready to go. Another element that I wanted to point out really quickly, if I remember how to use Windows 8, of course, is the SSD, the storage that is in here. Not only is Sony using solid-state storage, which uses much less power, much faster response time, and it's going to extend your battery life and give you a much more responsive computing experience overall, but you guys have bypassed the SATA bus. You guys are going directly to PCI Express.
That's right. So we're first to market with PCIe SSD in a notebook.
Okay.
Very excited about it. In our initial testing that we've been doing, we've been getting double the sequential read tests speed on it.
So Travis was telling me a little bit about this, and I just had to jump in and be like, I want to see how fast this actually is. I quickly popped up Crystal Disk Mark, ran a test. This is running the test on the PCI Express SSD that the operating system is actually running on as well. So this isn't even giving you the fastest possible performance, but 1,126 megabytes per second read, 791.4 megabytes per second write, 85,000 input-output operations per second on the random read 4K test at QDEP 32, and 62,000 on the random write 4K QDEP 32 test. Just absolutely insane numbers here, especially the sequential reads and writes. This is about double of the maximum you can achieve. The fastest SSDs on the market right now, connected via SATA, they're only going to peak at maybe somewhere between 500 and 550, and we're hitting well over 1,000 here. So there's an example of the performance you can expect from the integrated PCI Express SSDs in the VAIO Pro.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, and I mean, with the combination of 4th gen technology, the world's lightest in its category, and the PCIe SSD, we've got a fast, great performing system.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to do a lot of work on this, a lot of play as well once you're done with the work, of course. You know, we always must maintain our work and our play balance, but we'll leave that up to you guys. But that's been sort of a quick rundown of the VAIO Pro. I should mention that we've been looking at the 13-inch model right here. We also have the 11-inch model, which has been sitting over there biding its time. We can give you guys a quick look at that. Maintains the same profile, the same thinness and lightness. The weight on this one again, less than 2 pounds?
1.93 pounds.
1.93 pounds on that one. So if you're looking for something even more portable than the 13-inch model, got the 11-inch model as well, and that's going to, specs-wise, are we looking at roughly the same, say, processor and PCIe SSD and everything available in the 11-inch?
So all models will have SSD,
okay,
as well as the base model is a Core i5 4 gig. But you can also go up to other options on CTO as well.
Excellent. So I think that's just about going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, we've been taking a look at the 13-inch and the 11-inch Sony VAIO Pro, available now?
Available now.
All right, so check it out on Newegg.com. If you guys are interested, you can purchase these over there. There will be a link down in the description of this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from Newegg TV. Travis, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks to all you guys for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.